Well, we're wrapping up another week here on Preseason Central Friday, and we're sitting here with offensive lineman Nick Zataveski. Nick, it's great to have you back on campus, obviously. We talked a little bit about your brother being here as well, but just to get that offensive line, which I think is one of the keys to get them to gel very early in the season.
Absolutely. We know it takes time, and it's going to take each practice. We're going to have to keep getting better, and it's really just a familiarity, just trying to get to know one another and their strengths.
And there's no other
weaknesses.
position on the field that neast to work more as a cohesive unit than you guys, and I'm sure Coach Clayton really emphasizes that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like a lot of guys last year, we had a lot of guys floating in and out, and I felt like a lot of us knew what our strengths and weaknesses were last year. So I felt like we were a tight knit group of guys. And this year we got a lot of young guys coming up, and they got to step up.
Exactly, because you got a lot of guys that graduated. You got a lot of leadership that graduated, and that's always big. And I think that was a big thing down the stretch for you guys last year. Those leaders, those senior guys pulled together. Who's going to step up and be that leader? Can you think you got to be that vocal point? Are you a vocal guy, or are you kind of a quiet, I'll show you on the field kind of guy?
I try to be. Off the field, I try to be a little bit more vocal. On the field, I try to focus on my stuff.
Exactly.
But I mean, like me and Connor Stalter right now are kind of trying to take the line, trying to bring them together. Obviously, you can't replace a leader like Luke last year.
Absolutely.
I mean, he was big help for us.
Even though we lost him halfway through the year, he was still there, and I think he'll be back for a few games as well.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about Coach Clayton and maybe what his emphasis is. In the meetings for a couple days now, what has been the emphasis, I think, for him to you guys? What has been his main message?
I think the main message is we want to be more tougher this year, running the football. Obviously, we want to get the line of scrimmage moving forward.
Okay.
And when we're pass protecting, we want to get on guys a little bit quicker than last year instead of sagging back.
So maybe, use your hands, get on people a little bit quicker. And obviously, I think maybe some of his emphasis there might be turning those 3rd and 1s and 3rd and 2s into first down, keeping drives alive. How important is that for an offense to stay on the field and those 3 and outs really get you down?
Yeah, it's real important because, I mean, Coach Vaughn showed us a stat from last year. We were one of the best teams in the Patriot League once we got down in the red zone.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, when we're going 3rd and 1 and we're not getting the ball over the line. I mean,
so we'll look for a lot of running early in the season with Nick and possibly his brother as well. The offensive line is coming together.